Hey everybody, John C.
Denise Richards and the lovely Lulu.
Hello. Welcome back to another All Things Home. Thanks for being here today. If you see me holding my phone, it's not because I'm checking my text. It's because I'm checking the camera and all the equipment because we're missing one today.
We're missing Kaylin today.
Kaylin has been dropped off up north.
For what purpose, John?
College.
You didn't just leave her. Okay.
We didn't just leave her on the side of the road. We dropped her off at college, so it's bittersweet.
Very exciting, though.
Very exciting. Exciting for her.
She's an amazing young woman.
She's done a great job helping us with the videos over the last probably 7 months, 6 or 7 months, and has done a great job. Hey, if you're looking for a job to help us with the videos, to show up and be a part of it, interview process, call, text, or email. Love to have them.
So today is August 18th, right, John?
It is August 18th.
And
what's today?
Well, today is, this week.
This week.
Kind of a monumentous week for me.
Okay.
23 years ago, on the 15th, my mom passed away. And 5 months after that, my daughter was born.
Oh, wow.
So it was very impactful when I lost my mom, not to mention she was my very best friend.
Yeah.
And I think the takeaway here is hug everybody you love.
Hug everybody.
Hug them tighter.
So let's make a national holiday then. We'll call it the Hug Day. I wonder if there is a Hug Day.
August 15th.
Is there a Hug Day out there? We'll have to find that out. Post below. If you know if there's a Hug Day, comment, post below. And while you're down there, just hit that thumbs like up and hashtag Lulu. Would be great. Lulu Lending. And that'd be awesome. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Your mom, what was your mom's name?
Marjorie.
That's a nice name.
Classic.
Nobody names their kids Marjorie anymore.
I thought about that the other day, though. Nobody names their kids Denise anymore either. So my name is now the old lady's name, I think.
I wonder if John will ever be the old man's name.
No, it's classic, like Sarah.
Yes.
It'll never be old.
Yes, Sarah, that's your daughter's name.
Yes, it is.
Good.
Speaking of children.
Yes, let's speak about them.
What were we talking about last week?
Oh, we were talking about our kids, adult kids moving back in with their parents.
Right.
One of those things we probably don't want. I don't know. Maybe you do want your adult kid to move back into you. So if you want to hear about some stats that have happened recently with adult children moving back in with their parents and reasons why, hit our last video and you can see that.
Check it out.
Thanks for bringing that up. Forgot about that. So that's super important. This week's topic that we want to go over has to do with renters. And I don't do a lot of rentals. Do you do anything in the rental field with mortgage stuff?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't do a lot of that.
I try to get people away from renting. I try to help them, achieve the independent financial wealth through home ownership. If I'm being honest. So
be honest.
Starts with that first home, right?
We like honesty. It's a good policy.
It's a silly comment. It's a silly thing to say.
It is, but I'm glad you're honest.
Everybody says it.
Hey, so that was what we talked about last week. Now this week we're going to talk about saving for a down payment, how to do that. The topic that I came across the other day was just some tips and tricks on saving for a down payment for a home if you're currently renting. Because a lot of people do still rent for whatever reason. Maybe they move more often, so they just need more mobility. Some people rent because they don't have finances to make that purchase.
Or they don't know how to get started.
Maybe their credit score is too low, so they're working on a rental to get their score up, pay off some debts.
Right.
Multitude of reasons why people rent. How do you get from that rental position into home ownership? Because I think you and I both agree home ownership is very important for people if it's the right time and the right place for them to make that purchase. It's a way to build wealth, right? It's kind of like forced wealth building.
Yep.
So some tips and tricks on how to do that. The article spoke a little bit about how the person who wrote the article years ago, they moved into a smaller apartment that they could afford and have extra spending. And every month they took that extra that they weren't spending on a larger apartment and they saved that.
Right. So maybe it's a two-step for you. Maybe this place that you move into, you're going to rent beneath your means, not within your means.
That's right.
But your rental amount should be less than what you can truly afford so that difference is what you're saving for your down payment.
Yeah, it's a great idea because rentals have shot up a ton over the last 2 years as well, too. It's very similar to the housing market. So I feel you out there if you're renting. I know that your rental renewals are probably going up every year, and that can be a little frustrating. Again, another reason to own a home is that your mortgage rate, your interest rate, all those types of things other than insurance typically stay flat.
It's the only form of rent control
Only
that
form
we
of
have.
rent control. Well said. Didn't
Right.
think about that. So how do you save for down payment? That was one way they suggested on that. Downsize your rental, save some of that each month.
Yeah, I mean, in the obvious budgets, coupon clipping, anything that you can do to save is always a great idea.
Yeah.
Something that people probably don't know, though, maybe some people, you don't need 20% down to buy a home.
Big one.
Yeah, I think a lot
That's
of
a big
people
one.
think
That's me.
that. And it's just simply not the case,
Yeah.
especially if you're a first-time home buyer. We have down payment assistance programs for you.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about that, and I can let you know what you do need to be aware of, what to be prepared for.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing because it seems like every month I see an article either from you that you send me or from something out there in the news, the Florida Association of Realtors. They send me something that has to do with new programs that are coming on the market for people purchasing. And I think that's great.
Yeah.
Governor DeSantis is working on something for that for us here, the Homes for Heroes
He signed
stuff,
the
right?
legislation for the hometown heroes. So all our first responders,
Yes.
all our frontline workers, massage therapists, dental hygienists. There are so many people that qualify for this program.
Yeah.
And it's a 5% of your loan amount towards your
Ooh.
down payment and closing costs. So
That's awesome.
it's possible to
Yeah.
make that happen without any money out of your
Yeah.
pocket.
So maybe you thought you couldn't buy a house because maybe a lender told you couldn't 6 months ago, and because of the new things that come out, you may be in a different position to where you can, because not something you did, but because of something Governor DeSantis did for you.
That's a
right?
good point. Yep.
It is a good point.
Very good point.
Or other lenders have done for you or something like that, because people
Yeah.
come up with stuff all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, great thing. So the other thing in the article, it talked about a little bit what Denise hit, and that is, I don't know if we clip coupons anymore, but one of the things was, and they're like, quit buying $7 coffees in the morning, right? Just
That's a
save,
big one.
if you can save 50 to 60 bucks a week on that, if you can save $200 to $300 a month on rent because you found something a little bit small that you can cram into, those are the things that do it. This guy in the article talked about how after 2 years he saved enough. He saved 10%, which at that time was $20,000 for him to buy a $200,000 home.
Significant.
Most people think they need to put 20% down on homes. Do they need to do that?
No.
No, you don't.
Even if you're not a first-time home buyer, you do not need 20% down.
Don't need it.
Nope.
Don't need it. So do me a favor then. Let's move on from this topic because I think we've hit a lot of highlights for people, and hopefully
points.
we've opened up people's eyes for who are renting, how to jump into home ownership as well too. So do that. And the best thing to do really is just to reach out to Denise, explain to her your situation, and she will guide you into getting a mortgage, or if you can't get it right away, a few steps to make yourself able to do that in the near
Right.
future.
Yep.
Right? All right, good.
Absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Let's connect them with somebody today.
Who?
There's this guy I know. His name's Cliff.
Cliff.
You heard of Cliff?
Cliff.Brand.
Brand. Yeah, Cliff's
Yeah.
a great guy. He's with First Citizens Bank, and his office is in Naples, I believe, off of Immokalee Road. Cliff's a great guy. He's been at First Citizens for quite some time. He's a cool guy.
Very knowledgeable. The programs that they have for small businesses
Yeah.
in terms of credit and the things he was talking about, I was really impressed.
Yeah, Cliff's very knowledgeable. He's very helpful. I think he used to be a Major League Baseball player. Do you know that?
He was.
Or something like
he
that.
absolutely was.
That's cool.
Yep.
It's fun to be around famous people like that. He will sign a dollar bill for you if you want him to, I bet, if you asked him to. But Cliff's a great guy.
That's defacing
It doesn't
American
matter.
money.
Do it anyways.
Oh
It doesn't
my
matter.
gosh, John.
All right, sign it. Cliff's famous. So anyways, if you want to talk to Cliff, we're going to post his information below. Part of the downside of Kaylin being gone is I don't have her doing all the gadgets and widgets and
Yeah.
popping people's stuff up yet on screen during the video. But we'll post his information below. Reach out to Cliff. He's a great guy. He's local. He'd love to sit down with you. If you have a small business or a large business here in Florida, I know he'd love to help you talk about some options to help you and your clients. Or if you just want to talk to him about personal checking accounts, anything like that, he does deal in that area as well.
It's just nice to know somebody when you walk into a bank.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
that's a big thing, I think.
Becoming a lost opportunity, I think, in art around here, since so many do a lot of their banking and stuff on these things now. So Cliff's a great guy to help out with that. All right, cool. I am so thankful that we're wrapping up this video
Me too,
because
John.
that's on the bottom of our list. What are we thankful for today? And I'm thankful that we're wrapping up this video because I didn't really know how it would go without Kaylin here today.
It's true. I think we knocked it out of the park, John.
I think we did too. So
You
great
tell us
seeing
if you
ya.
think so.
How did we do? Post comment below. We love that. Hit the like. And if you haven't yet, don't forget about subscribing to this video. We would so much appreciate that.
Yeah.
And for now, bye.
Over and out.